Hi, everyone. I'm Raz. I'm the founder and CEO of Mave. We're building the trusted assistant for the real estate industry. And my goal today is to tell you a little bit about our journey and how I got to speaking in front of all of you today. But before we do so, let's just start with a quick show of hands. How many of you have ever bought or sold or rented a property in your life? Assuming most of you here. How many of you have used an agent to do so? Pretty much all of you. So I'm sure it's not super surprising for you guys to see that my wife and I, when we bought our home, thought to ourselves, what did the agent just do to close this deal for us? I had no idea. Because we saw this agent at the property when we wanted to see the house. They helped us prepare all the paperwork for this. But what are they doing? I had no idea. And as someone deeply interested, I looked into this. Every year, between 4.5 to 5 million homes are transacted on in North America by 2 million agents, representing over 350,000 brokerages. The National Association of Realtors did a survey and some research on this and showed that they're actually spending about 35 hours on admin work every deal. What? Why? What is this 35 hours? How do I not know this exists? Where is this coming from? So I'm not an agent. I'm not a brokerage owner, but I had to find out. So what I did is I went ahead and spoke with over 100 different agents to just see what their back-end situation looks like. And here's what I can tell you I found out. One, they deeply care about their customers, that's for sure. But even with all these conversations, I still had no idea what these 35 hours are. So the only way I knew how to actually understand what these 35 hours look like was to actually get my hands dirty. So I became an executive assistant to 7 agents for an entire month. I did all the work you can think of. I went to every single showing, listing appointments, spoke with their clients. I set all their listings live. I prepared all the paperwork, ran all the social media campaigns, e-blasts, whatever you can think of. And this is what I can conclusively tell you after that 1 month of being an executive assistant. I've never had more anxiety in my life, okay? And I'll tell you about that in 1 second, but before I tell you why I experienced all this craziness, it's important to understand the role of the agent in this industry. At the end of the day, agents are small business owners who are here to help their clients go through what is the most meaningful, emotional, and usually the most expensive purchase of their life, their home. And to do that, they are unbelievable at providing an exceptional customer service experience, holding their hands throughout the entire process, making sure every stone is unturned, they know what's going on at all times, to make it sure that they feel trusted. Everything else is background noise, and that background noise falls to Raz, all right? So to give you an example of what such background noise looks like, let's focus on a very specific process, getting a listing live on the market. Just to give you some background, I was given 15 to 20 different tools to do this, okay? Tools that I realized all of these agents don't actually use because they're constantly on the go. And let me tell you what I had to get done. To set a listing live, you see it on the MLS, that's great. But to get it there, we had to get photographers, stagers, a contractor to clean up the place. Once we got the photos, we had to fill out a 15-page MLS data sheet that took us an hour to fill out. Once that listing is live, you then have to run social media campaigns, let everyone know through email blasts, run ads. The list goes on. And the only way I was told what to do was either by getting a call from these agents, they texted me, or they emailed me. Nothing else mattered. So as someone who has never done this before, my first question was, where is the brokerage? Don't we work for you? Remax, what's going on? Can you help me here? And what I realized when I called the brokerage was they actually don't work for these brokerages. They're contractors. And the way real estate really works is these agents have to use a brokerage to legally process a deal. And these brokerages, and the way they work, is they're trying to get as many agents on board to be able, because that's how they make their money, right? So their whole goal is to try and attract more agents and retain them. Now, historically, these brokerages offered a ton of services because the process was so manual. So to them, they would handle everything in the background, and that's where they could actually take about 50% of the agent's commission. Over the last few years, the power dynamics have shifted to the agent. So the brokerage, their commission model and their split went from 50% to about 11% per deal on average, making it super hard to offer these back-end services and support in a scalable and affordable way. But still, they do it. And the brokerages that my agents worked with offered a marketing department, which is usually the most common request because 45% of the tasks they deal with are marketing related. So I said, okay, you have a whole team. Can you help me here? I need to do all these things. But for some reason, these agents didn't really want to work with them. So in the same light, what did I do? I took over that marketing department and I said, what's going on here? Let's make this better. And what I realized through doing that for a few weeks, and again, did all the designs, talked to the vendors, did everything I needed to do to see how the process looks like, I realized that they actually nailed the communication. They dealt with these agents by phone, text, email, the way these agents like to talk about, but it was taking 3 to 5 business days to actually get something out the door. When I say something, I'm talking about a brochure for an open house or a social media post. Now, if I'm an agent and I have an open house tomorrow, I can't wait 5 days to get my brochure. What's the point here, right? So when our team was thinking about what is the right solution to offer support here, we knew that it had to live within the workflows of the agent, so phone call, text, and email. And we knew that it had to be instant because they need this right now because they're on the go. And thirdly, it had to respect the brand guidelines the brokerage set out because at the end of the day, you're promoting a brand and it needs to look good so the agent can actually use it. And around the time we were thinking about this, that's when LLMs and OpenAI came out with ChatGPT, and we realized this is actually the first time and the first technology we've seen that will actually allow us to build this type of solution that the industry needs. And that's how we came up with Mave. Mave empowers brokerages and realtors to streamline their back-end operations, all through a simple text. Literally. It's a phone number you text over WhatsApp on your phone, and service comes to you right away. And to dumb it down even further, what we do is we offer brokerages, finally, the ability to offer a scalable support system in an affordable way, in a way their agents actually love. And right now, we do 2 things really well. What we realized very quickly is if we wanted to build this ultimate assistant to this industry, we had to know what's going on in the market. So what we did is we trained Mave by partnering with organizations like the Toronto Real Estate Board, like Rate Hub for mortgage information, like HoodQ for neighborhood, schools, and building information, and many more, to actually understand what's going on in the market. So if an agent is dealing with their day-to-day situations with a client or trying to learn what's going on, they have access to infinite knowledge at their disposal instantly. But even with all this information, they're still trying to do something with it. And they were going to the brokerage to market it or handle any of their back-end operations. So what we've done is we've partnered with these brokerages and took their entire brand program, so think templates, fonts, logos, whatever it may be. So when an agent texts Mave to ask for a social media post, it gets done instantly in the way that they want to at the highest possible quality, eliminating hours of their time. To do this, we had to build an amazing team. So over the last few months, we've done exactly that. Our head of engineering, Brandon, is down there. Him and the team come from a company called Ada here in Toronto. They have a deep expertise in using tools like AI to streamline support for companies. And we've also brought a lot of talent in-house from deep experience. So Jess over there is our head of operations. She helped scale a company called Properly. What we've also done is surrounded ourselves with the best possible advisors from the industry to make sure that we are building the solution this industry desperately needs. There we go. So we've done no real marketing. We went to 2 events and word started spreading in Toronto. And right now we have a wait list of over 90 brokerages and now close to 6,000 agents who want to onboard with Mave. But as we started releasing this product, we realized we really wanted to be focused. So we picked a group of 10 brokerages and about 200 agents from these brokerages to start testing this out. And the results have been amazing. 68% of them come back to us every single week and use us on average 6.5 times to make sure they can support their clients in their day-to-day. And now as we roll out more functionality in areas like marketing, the results are also equally awesome to see. And I think the best way to show it is actually through one of our customer stories. So this is Nikki. Nikki's one of our users. She had a listing go live. She texted Mave asking for a suggestion for a social media strategy because she wanted to promote her new listing. Mave instantly came up with a Instagram and a TikTok script and a real idea. Nikki then took that, got her friend to film it for her, and posted it on social media. 7 days later, Nikki's property sold. Because Mave is connected to the market and can see what Nikki's doing, Mave preemptively messaged Nikki to congratulate her on her new sell and suggested a social media post on her timeline to promote her activity. Not only did Nikki post that with her own brand in mind, But she then utilized Mave to promote her new customer testimonial about how great the experience was for her client. This entire process usually takes Nikki hours, if not days, with her marketing team. All of this took Nikki 10 minutes with Mave. So let's talk about where we've been and where we're going. So in May, we closed our pre-seed round with Relay and Elate, and we're super excited to have them on board. We launched our assistant in July. We hired an amazing team, and our goal is to onboard about 1,000 of those users on the wait list by the end of the year. And we hope to launch to the public in the new year to give these 90 brokerages who are waiting to onboard the ability to finally offer the support to their agents, to attract more and keep their current agents happy. And our goal really at the end of the day is to keep chipping away at those 35 hours that these agents are spending on admin work. So next time any of you buy a home, you'll have the best possible service because that agent is powered by Mave. Thank you.